AB. These are the different types of blood group, and this is the number of persons with O category, that is 1154. A blood group people are 526, and so on. Suppose I want to draw the pie chart. So how it will be displayed? This data is to be selected, and then we have to select this data, then we have to click it here on the pie chart that is available, readily available on the upper side of the menu. And when I click this, what we shall see is a graph of like this. During the election, on our TV screens, these political analysts, they generally uh, display the information in this particular fashion. So this is nothing but total voter, this total number of persons, and out of that 6% population means 155 people have AB blood group, that is denoted here, and B group people are 30%, and the largest section is 44%, that is this particular area. So this is how the information can also be displayed with the help of Excel in the okay. Next is a line graph. Line graph shows the change of variable over a time series. So how to draw a line graph? So for that, select the data and then click insert menu, and in insert menu select the line chart, may it be 2D or 3D, and then OK it. Suppose let us have an example that we have this kind of data. So we want to draw the graph of these Democrats, Republicans, and other. This is a list of voters. So during different years, how many people are Democrat, how many are Republican, and so on. We want to represent them using line graph. So select this particular data which we want to show on the line graph. Then we have to click on this particular icon, and on clicking it, what we shall see is a line graph like this. So here automatically this blue line which indicates the number of Democrats, so that can be expressed on this graph by blue line. Republicans are represented by the line graph, as you can see on this screen, and this green line indicates other kind of voters, and so on. Not only that, descriptive statistics which are readily available in Excel can be used to perform analysis of the given data. Now, to obtain various descriptive statistics, we have to first choose the data tab. So that is a data icon is available on the screen. So choose the data tab, and the analysis group, again in that we have to choose. So when we click on the data analysis menu, what we get is a menu. In the menu list, highlight the descriptive statistics option. So when we click on descriptive statistic option, we get the detailed descriptive analysis of the given set of data. So let us consider one example of gasoline price data, and it is like this. Suppose the price of gas is given in column A like this, and we want to have some detailed descriptive analysis, or we want descriptive statistics of this data. Then we have to select a data analysis toolbar. We have to click on data analysis, and in that again we have option of descriptive statistics. When we click here, and then when we click OK button, what we see is something a menu like this. Here we have to input the range of the data, means which data is to be inserted, either first 5 observations or entire 10 observations. This entire list is to be inputted, so that range of cell values should be inserted here, and grouped by this data is grouped in column. Then we have to insert these options, what kind of analysis you want to perform, and then when I click OK button, what we find is the analysis. So let us have a quick move, and uh, here you can see that $A1 to A11, this is the range of the cell value, and output range means the answer we want at C1 column, and with 95% confidence interval we want the analysis of this particular gas price data. So you can see friends here that the mean of this is calculated and it is 119.9. Standard error of this data is calculated and it is 1.14 like this. So median of this data. So all these important measures of central tendency, measures of standard deviation, and what is the kurtosis of this data, what is the skewness is in this data, what is the range of this data, what is the minimum value in this data and maximum value, all such things can be easily identified. What is the total and how many observations, that is count of this data, and so on. All such detailed descriptive statistics in a one go can be easily identified. So not only that, we can perform a simple pad t-test for two samples. So to apply the t-test on the given set of data, let us have a quick look at this. Suppose I have a data related to a training program. Some 10 persons have been given some training. So before training, these many people have employment, and after the training, this is the number of persons getting employment. So this is the data, and if we select this data and we want to compare and have a t-test on that using 5% level of significance, we can find it easily that the mean of this data is 66, after it is 68, and so on, and the t-stat analysis indicates the value. So this is how a simple t-test application can also be done. So friends, in general, Excel is very popular among the students, widely used by the people in general, in industry as well as in every walk of life, for data description, representation, and so on. One should always use Excel. It is very handy, easily available, and very easy to understand. If time will permit, next time we shall continue with some more applications of Excel. Thank you very much.